Well, we use the AC examination within our program as an assessment tool to see how our program is doing and how our students are doing at the end of their college careers. The exam is a nice, large, breadth exam, so we can tell if the students have gotten good experience with estimating, scheduling, ethics, all the key ingredients that they need to be successful in the workplace. So the exam is a great way for us to see if we're doing our jobs.
We've been using the AC exam in our program as an outcome assessment measure as a way of evaluating whether our students have met their objectives for each of the courses. I think the benefits are a couple. One, it raises the credibility of our program because it does allow our students to become certified if they choose to pass the examination. And I think the other thing too, it increases our credibility with our industry advisory committee, because they know when they hire our students, they're going to get a student who's been tested by a third party instead of us. So they're getting more unbiased kinds of outcomes.
As I said before, the benefit for us to use the exam is for us to use it as a primary assessment driver for our program to see if we are actually meeting the outcomes of our program, which is to prepare young people to be in the construction industry upon graduation. So for us, it's great to get a good look at, to see the individual components of the exam to see if we are really doing what we're supposed to be doing.
The benefits for the students taking the exam, first of all, is going to be if they pass, they'll become certified. Now, while they don't think that's important to begin with, my experience is they do come back later and thank us for doing that because they have what they call professional qualification. Another benefit I really believe is, and they probably don't realize it, it provides them an opportunity to review everything they've done during their 4 years in their construction program and bring it together. And I think they get a better idea of why they were really there in the program and then what they're going to use when they get out after they graduate. The benefits of to the students who take the exam, and by the way, all of our students are required to sit for the examination, and if they don't pass it in the fall, they have to sit for it again in the spring. So we think it's very, very important because our industry advisory committee thinks it's very important. And so that really moves into the importance for the students to attain a professional qualification. And by obtaining a professional qualification, one, it makes them more employable. Two, it ensures that companies that are hiring them are going to be obtaining a person who is, been shown by a third-party assessment as being qualified to meet their expectations.
I believe the benefits to the students for taking the exam is to prove that they are competent in their areas. It is another good validation that they have put in all this hard work and all this effort, and then at the end of the day, they are ready to be in the construction industry. And it also helps fuel them to be lifelong learners and to be able to go out and see that there is more than just school when it's all done, and they'll never stop learning and they can always be getting better.
I think the other programs who are not using the AC exam right now should seriously consider it for a couple reasons. One, it can be used as an outcome assessment. And all of our programs across the country are now facing the requirement of outcome assessment. And outcome assessment is different than passing a course. Outcome assessment is either through a capstone experience at their end of their senior year, or it is through a third-party examination, such as the AC exam. So they should do that. They should also consider it because it's going to raise their credibility amongst their constituents. That means they're the employers of their students, their industry advisory board. And again, like I said earlier, the students don't think so when they pass the exam, but once they get out and start practicing what they've learned in school and have that qualification, I think they're going to get, they're going to be recognized as being more qualified.
If another program is considering using the AC exam, I think it's a no-brainer. I think they absolutely should be using the exam. It is a great way for them to assess their program. It is a great way to do it as an exit exam for their program for their students, to make sure that they really are giving a high-quality education to their students.